1 minute and 32 seconds left in the round. Ilia Topuria slips on the outside of the jab, moves forward. Volkanovski has his defensive position that he's had all night to defend against this overhand right from Ilia Topuria. Instead of throwing it up top to try to hit Volkanovski's head, Topuria this time throws his right, turns it into a hook, landing on Volkanovski's ribs. He then continues his combination by throwing this left hook that usually goes to the body up top to Volkanovski's head. Volkanovski still has his hand up, he's still being defensively sound even though he's getting battered, being hit to the ribs. This left hook, even though it's partially blocked, still is getting through. And now Topuria throws his overhand right. And if we go back a few minutes in the fight, this overhand right was stuffed and Volkanovski was able to get the clinch and from there throw knee strikes. Let's go back to our finishing sequence. What is different here? Topuria has the overhand right, which is stuffed just like it was last time. Volkanovski shells up. Topuria gives him space. He doesn't continue on in his assault. Topuria is nothing if not a patient fighter. He gives him space to reset and space for him to land his own punches. Look at this. This is what shows Topuria to be an intelligent fighter and not someone who is just swinging wildly to try to hunt for that KO. He goes from this position against Volkanovski where his punches are being smothered because he is too close to his opponent. He lets his opponent back up, puts his left hand out onto Volkanovski's neck to measure the perfect range for his overhand right. How many times has he done this on the heavy bag, where he posts on the heavy bag with his left hand and then lets it go as he uncorks his favorite knockout punch? Again, he's pressing Volkanovski up against the cage, framing on him. Volkanovski has his left hand reached out on Topuria's neck, and because he was able to get this position 2 minutes ago, he's thinking that he's safe. He's thinking that this right arm is smothered. So what does Volkanovski do? All he needs to do is put both of his hands up, shell up, and roll underneath that right hand of Topuria. Do some lateral footwork to sidestep away from Topuria's pressure and get back into the center of the cage for safety. However, he does not realize that Topuria has perfectly set up this overhand right, and instead of shelling up and being defensive, escaping for safety, Volkanovski's bad habit of loving the phone booth boxing brawl kicks back in, and he tries to land his own right hook on Topuria. Of course, Topuria is in the much better position to be throwing punches and thus doesn't even get hit by Volkanovski's right hook. His head slips on the outside of it. As he does, his overhand right is coming in like a bat out of hell, directly over Volkanovski's shoulder, connecting clean on his chin, concussing him, and from there the fight was over. Volkanovski starts falling immediately. Ilia Topuria, however, knows that the fight isn't over until the referee says it is, lands a left hook on the dome of Volkanovski, concussing him a second time. Volkanovski doesn't take any more punches on his way down. However, the referee has not called the fight off, and Topuria starts throwing ground and pound against an unconscious Volkanovski, and finally Herzog steps in and the fight is over. Body, head, frame, overhand right, knocked out cold.